first episode of The Truth. This is why we started this, because of you. We started. I'm tired of listening to your, fantasy that you living in right now. Always talking about 17-0 until proven otherwise. BS. Hey, I was pretty close last year. Thank you very much. We could have easily won those 3 games we lost and been 17-0. Bro, stop it. Right? Did you not beat ourselves those 3 games? Look, we lost. Huh? We lost. We can win the Super Bowl, but we lost.
We back. We back.
Yo, what's up, BG? What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. How you been, brother? How you been?
Look, hey, it's been a tough road, man. But look, I'm here. Football is back. The Eagles back. I'm excited. And you know what I mean? Look, I want to say thank you to everybody, man, that reached out to me, man, over the past few months. I apologize to y'all, man, but sometimes, man, life is more important than YouTube. So I had to get myself together before to jump on YouTube, man. But thank you for sticking with me and hanging in there with me. But I'm back. All right. I'm back. Now let's get it.
Yes, sir. Welcome to episode 3 of The Truth, where BG tells you the truth and JC tries to explain why it's not. So we're going to definitely keep y'all lit and ready for this first game of the season against the New England Patriots. I am excited, baby. It's been a long time, so I don't even know where to start with you because it's been a while. So we got a lot to talk about. We got to catch up with some of this stuff.
Yeah. Look, we do. But look, even though I've been, off of YouTube, man, but I still keep up with my birds, man. Some things sometimes you have to do things behind the shadow, man. You do things behind the shadow, man. Like you ain't gotta, be out there in the open and say, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You do the work behind the shadow, man. So you already know when it comes time for you to talk, you already know what you're talking about. So believe me, man, I'm all caught up. I'm all up to date. I like our 53-man roster. I think this roster right here is even better than last year's roster. But there going to be some teams that going to try to, come after us. Every team we play is going to be their Super Bowl. That's just facts. Every team we play, they're going to come out to stop the RPO, stop the quarterback sneak, stop a lot of things. But guess what? We got some new blood, some new OC, some new DC. So, hey, you know what? Some new, fresh, young players in the defensive backfield. So we are ready to go, man.
We're definitely ready to go. And you are right. You are 1,000% better. I believe we are definitely better than last year. And last year we were pretty dominating. So, there's only one road, and that's the Super Bowl this year, baby. No one's going to stop us. I don't care about the schedule. I don't care about none of that stuff. No one's stopping the Eagles from winning the Lombardi this year. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we led by the best quarterback in the building, Mr. Jalen Hurts, man. Jalen Hurts is still, we talk about it every year, and I just tell you he's the best quarterback. He's the best quarterback. He's the best quarterback. And now everybody is starting to realize that he is the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, look, he's one of the best quarterbacks, man.
He's the best quarterback, JC. Don't start with that.
Best quarterbacks, man. Look, to be the best, you have to beat the best, right? Right now, Patrick Mahomes got the rings, man. He got the crown, man. He beat us head to head. I don't care, regardless. Jalen Hurts is putting teams and coaches and players on notice, and you could tell by the top 100 player votes. So he has arrived. All right. So Jalen Hurts has arrived. Last year, people was like, well, can he do it with the A.J. Brown, with the Devonta Smith? Will A.J. Brown be happy on the first run team? And A.J. Brown has one of his best seasons of his career. So he put teams, he put coaches, he put players on notice. So this year, they're going to come for us. They're going to come. But He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Just say
Top
it.
2. You know what I mean?
Just say number 1.
I'm going to ride with Jalen Hurts. But right now,
you
know
can say 1A, 1B if you like.
Yeah. All right. So 1A, 1B. All right. So B's after A. But let's go, man. Let's go.
Oh, man. Let's listen to our boy talk. Let's listen to our boy.
Report after the draft that if the Eagles hadn't taken you, the Patriots would have. Did you ever know of that? And do you think that maybe that has something to do with Bill's high praise of you?
Seems like there are a lot of people that would have taken me if I was there.
Yeah. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 30. Yo, he was there till all the way to the second round, right?
Right.
So now all of a sudden, all these people saying that
everybody, the Patriots, Cowgirls, even
BS.
Oh,
I call BS on that. I call BS on that because I feel like if Jalen Hurts went to any other team besides the Philadelphia Eagles or maybe besides the Ravens, right, that these teams would not know how to use them properly, right? Because like Harbaugh, right, the coach for the Raiders, the Ravens, he came from the Philadelphia Eagle tree. So he kind of like when you look at the Ravens, you see the Philadelphia Eagles, man. So that's the only coach I think that will let Jalen Hurts be Jalen Hurts. Everybody else would try to change him. So I call BS on that. Hey, you know what I mean? Like a lot of teams pass on him, and now all of a sudden they seen, the coming out party, and oh my God, I would have drafted him. No, you would not. Jerry Jones had an opportunity to draft him. All these coaches had an opportunity to draft Jalen Hurts. They did not. Even we passed up on the first round, whatever it was. But you know what? We were wrong. We were wrong. And it's okay to admit when you're wrong sometimes, right? But Howie freaking Roseman had a vision, and now guess what? We all bought in, regardless. So whatever.
I've been bought in. I bought in when the name was called. Jalen Hurts, baby. Yes. How he slipped to the second, I don't know. How you gonna have one of the most prolific college seasons ever and slip to the second round? That would be unheard of nowadays, the way they draft these quarterbacks out. Some of these quarterbacks aren't even top 10 and they're getting drafted in the top rounds of the NFL draft. So it's crazy to see. I'm happy he is our leader. He's our leader, man. I'm glad you said that about the RPO earlier, because we hear Belichick here. Belichick talking about they talking about they ready for us. They got an answer for an RPO. They're gonna make life miserable for Hurts. Do you see any of this coming true this upcoming weekend?
No, absolutely not. Because you know what? Look, Andy Reid, one of the best offensive mind coaches, one of the best quarterback coaches in the NFL. Who's his defensive coordinator? And it's Spags. Hey, one of the best defensive coordinators there was. They try to take one away. They try to take the RPO away. They did stop the Eagles' run game. I had to admit. A lot of people saying Miles Sanders. The Chiefs' game plan was to stop the RPO and the running game. But what happened? What happened through the air? Jalen Hurts put a freaking MVP performance in the Super Bowl. Period. So it doesn't matter what you think you're going to do. But with our new offensive coordinator, the unknown, it's unknown. Yes, we still have the same guy that's been whispering in Jalen Hurts' ears for decades, for years. They've been knowing each other for a long time. I understand that. But you think he's going to call the same run plays, the same offense from last season? Then you must be mistaken, because he's out to prove something too. He's out to prove something that, hey, I could be an OC, maybe a head coach next year if I do well. And now with the confidence with Jalen Hurts, he's going to expand the playbook. The playbook is going to expand. So regardless, if you try to stop the RPO, you got A.J. Brown, Smitty, Watkins been on fire all training camp. Goddard, one of the top 2 tight ends in the NFL, the best offensive line, some dual threats running back that can actually catch the ball out the backfield, Gainwell and Swift. Come on, man. You're not stopping anything. You could stop one, but you're going to get killed by the other.
Facts. And think about it. I don't really think we really stopped all last year that much. I don't think there was ever a game where our offense was stopped. We had some fumbles on defense, not fumbles. theoretically, but mishaps on defense that cost a couple of games. We had Jalen Hurts out a couple of games. Minshew sucked it up. We lost a couple of those games, but Jalen Hurts was 14-2 last year. And everybody made a big deal. What are we going to do seeing Jalen Hurts from year 1 to year 2? Now we see the jump. We've seen a huge jump from 1 to 2. What kind of jump do you think is going to happen from 2 to 3 in the same offense?
Look, I think one of my 5 bold predictions for the Philadelphia Eagles is Jalen Hurts winning the MVP. Because I feel like all offseason, man, after the Super Bowl, like he's one of those dudes. He's that guy. He hold L's very, very hard on his shoulders, right? He's not going to forget how close he was, right? Like he only lost by 3 points, right? And it wasn't even his fault. We didn't win the Super Bowl. Like we should have won that the way he played. So he hold himself accountable. And matter of fact, I think he said, "Hey, blame me for the loss." After Super Bowl, he told people, like he told his teammates, "Blame me for the loss," because he's that type of dude. So all off season, you didn't see him in the media. This dude, and we always like, this Jalen Hurts is gonna get signed, this and that, this and that. He was never saying a word. He wasn't in the media. He was in the gym, putting in that work. All right. So if he was at 65% completion percentage last year, this dude might be at 70. Right? He's more comfortable with his wide receivers, and now a second year in that offense. You know what I mean? So look, I'm telling you right now, Jalen Hurts is going to be a quarterback for years to come. And I'm glad that we signed him at a discount deal. At a discount. He even gave HOWIE Roseman a discount. He said, "Hey, you take care of my fellas, and then come take care of me after you take care of the team." Like, yo, what kind of crap is that? What?
He's a leader.
That's what I'm talking about. So, and guys play for Jalen Hurts. Devonta Smith, the captain. A.J. Brown, a captain. Those guys play for Jalen Hurts. So I'm telling you right now. So whoever's coming after Jalen Hurts, you're going to have to go through 11 guys. 11. All 11 of them. And
Right.
Jalen Hurts is the last one. So I'm telling you right now, the offensive line, this team is fired up. Kelsey, we haven't won nothing. Ain't nobody ready for the Super Bowl. And other teams are saying, "Meet me in Vegas." What kind of crap is that? See, that's what I'm talking about. The mindset of the Philadelphia Eagles.
We in their head.
Why this team is going to go far.
We in their head already. They scared. They scared. And like they say, don't even be scurry, but you scurry. Straight up. Straight scurry. Because they already seen what we did. They already can imagine what's going to happen this year. You got to realize how many games did we even take starters out? How many games by halftime was the game freaking over? And we gotten better this year. Everybody want Jalen. Like they say, okay, now for Jalen to prove himself, he need to go, 4,000 yards. I think he might be the first 4,000 yard, 1,000-yard quarterback, in a while here coming up this season. But he don't need 5,000 yards. Like my boy here, OG Wade said. He said, "I want to drop some knowledge without college. People say the Duke Hurts needs to throw for 4 or 5K to get better. Stop it. We never needed to throw the ball at a high rate, last year because we didn't need to. He do not. I mean, he do what is needed. He does what is needed. Basically, like Jalen Hurts don't throw the ball like a Patrick Mahomes, like a Burrows, like a Allen. They got head coaches that like to throw the ball. We know Andy Reid loves to throw the ball 100 times a game. We know it.
But he can, though. He can.
But he can.
That's the thing.
But he don't need to.
But he can.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it scary. So you can plan to stop the pass all you want. We're going to run it down your throat. And you can plan to stop the run. We're going to throw it to the air. There's no way to stop the Philadelphia Eagles unless they stop them damn selves. That's the only way I see it happen. Like offenses get short fields because our special teams is letting people run right through them. So that's another way, with short fields, turnovers. The only way the Philadelphia Eagles can be stopped on offense is if they literally stop themselves by having one of their worst games. Right. Like the Commanders game, right? Last year, Monday Night Football, you was there on your neck. After about 3-4 brewskis, man, you was on your You know what I mean?
You know what sucked about that? We were on that street, and I was so pumped because we were on that street. And guess what? That tailgate had me lit in like a kitty, and I was baby.
Yeah, you was lit, all right.
I woke back up in the third quarter, man. Hey, you know what I remember from that game the most, JC? You know what, I mean, not the game, the fucking tailgate was when you were like, "Hey, BG, we're about to go in the game," and I was like, "What game? What game?" Like we were so tore up at that time. I forgot that we were going to a football game. I thought I was at the Eagle party. I thought we had a,
the tailgate be off the chain, man. Hey, if you ain't never been to a Philadelphia Eagle tailgate, man, 4th and John, man, yo, they put the most liveliest tailgate I've ever been to, man, and they be having some special guest appearance, Miss Slade. They be having, freaking celebrities come around. I mean, everybody know about 4th and John tailgate, man. If you are going to a Philadelphia Eagles game this upcoming season, you better go to the 4th and John. Even if you don't got tickets to go to the Philadelphia Eagles, man, the tailgate be that lit. Eagle fans be out there partying like it's 1999 all over again.
And guess what? I will be there next Thursday for another $7 tailgate to the game because I will be at the home opener against the Vikings.
What?
It's about to be litty. It's about to be lit. But guess what? BG understands how it goes down. So I'm going to pace myself a little better. I ain't going to go to sleep this game because that may be the reason why we lost. So I'm going to stay up this time.
All right. Bad.
Okay, let's talk about some of the new players, man. Like, for real. This beast right here, man. Everybody been talking about this guy. Defensive rookie of the year. Had the best preseason of any, rookie out there. Mr. Jalen freaking Carter, man. Jalen Carter, I'm huge on Jordan Davis being that bull up front, but this guy is starting to win me over. Week in and week out in the preseason, he started to win me over. And even hearing everything that he's doing moving forward is really starting. Even Fletch took this guy under the wing. Flex calls this guy every single day to make sure he's eating right, to make sure he's training right, to make sure he is staying focused because he's about to do monstrous things this year.
Look, man, hey, yo, imagine if someone told you that Jalen Carter, the best player in the draft, what's up, Simone? What's up? The best player in the draft would slip all the way down to a team that just came from a Super Bowl. You would say, hell no, ain't no way. I'm about to go to Vegas, man. I'm putting my house on the line, my car on the line. Matter of fact, put my kids up on the line. Ain't no way the Eagles is going to get Jalen Carter. But the football gods, once again, last year with no Kobe Dean, this year with Carter. I mean, all these negative stuff just start coming out. But guess what? We don't care, right? That's the motto, right? No matter who it is, man, we're going to give you a shot. If you're a best player or not. If you're a best player, we're going to bring you on. And Jalen Carter, man, to pair up with Fletcher Cox, right, to replace Javon Hargrave, and you already have Jordan Davis, the NFC East for the next 10 years, salary cap, it is the only thing that could stop us. For the next 10 years, it's set up to have the best. The Philadelphia Eagles is set up to have the best defensive front in football. And Jalen Carter, he is a beast. He's getting compared to a lot of guys. I'm not going to compare him to nobody. I'm going to tell you that he is one of a kind. He is one of a kind. We probably have never seen him before because now these guys are coming out bigger, stronger, faster. Like Aaron Donald, yeah, he's good, but he didn't come out like this. Like he wasn't like the number. Like Jalen Carter was supposed to be at least 1 or 2 getting picked. This dude, I'm telling you right now, he is going to be that dude. It's to pair along with Jordan Davis, Hassan Reddick, and who's the end? Smith. Who's that Smith guy?
Nolan Smith, baby.
Smith to go with that line with BG. Look, I'm telling you right now, we are about to put some quarterbacks on their backs. We might force a few into retirement.
Facts. I call this a body bag season because I don't really understand how you're going to be able to stop any of this all year. I don't care who you are. The Chiefs, the Bengals, the Buffalo Bills. Like, how you gonna stop the no one? I feel like our offensive line, and you hear these guys talking in practice, will struggle against this defensive line.
Yeah,
you know, we got Lane Johnson, Kelsey's all about this guy's a monster to block. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the best at their positions. There's no center better than Kelsey. There's no right tackle better than Lane Johnson. And they're telling you they struggle with the guy. And then you talk about Sweat, BG, Cox, Jordan Davis, freaking Nolan Smith. You got all these guys. Even Barnett's coming back this year. He was hurt last year. And
Barnett, I don't know, man. Hey, you was on fire until you mentioned Barnett.
Hey,
Barnett needs to be on special teams, man. Barnett needs to be on special teams, and even I'm scared of that. The penalties, man. The stupid penalties at the worst time. If you call something, like, he got the worst penalties at the wrong time. But just like I said with the offense, what's up, Cole? Hey, just like I said with the offense, right? The only teams that could stop the Philadelphia Eagles is the damn defensive coordinator.
That's right, G.
That's the only question mark. He's the only guy that could derail this defense. What kind of defense are you going to call? Like, how aggressive are you going to be? How, what kind of scheme you going to run? You know what I mean? Are you going to blitz? Are you not going to blitz? Are you going to let us get cooked, time after time? Or are you going to put your the late, great Jim Johnson cap on and beat him up? You know what I mean? Are you going to do that? So that's the only question mark I have on defense is those. Yes, the youth is, Blankenship, Kobe Dean. I understand the unknown with the players, but players are going to play. You put them in the right position, they're going to do the damn thing.
See, Gannon got away with that last year, put them in the right position. And then no one liked it, but you got to realize that was still one of the best defensive ever. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how much we dislike Gannon, he just made bad calls at bad times to cost us games. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they're still one of the best defense. I've already seen with the vanilla stuff that we ran in this preseason, he brings a little bit more heat than Gannon. You know what I'm saying? He brings a little bit more heat than Gannon. And we also got Kobe Dean starting, who is an awesome blitzing linebacker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that he's going to intertwine that a little bit into it, a little bit more too. So, I'm really looking for us to run a lot of 5-2, to be honest. Like, I want Reddick and Nolan on each side when you still got Sweat and BG on the ends. And, you know what I'm saying, throw freaking, Jordan Davis, Carter, whoever you want to mix it up in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Run these big boys to death. I want
Milton Williams. Milton Williams, man. Milton Williams need more play time. I don't know who you're going to take out or what. Every time Milton Williams is on the field, he's in the backfield. To me, look, honestly, I would start Jordan Davis, Carter, and rotate Milton Williams and Fletcher Cox.
Well, right now, the unofficial is starting. The unofficial that just came out, they're starting Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis with Milton Williams and Jalen Carter. I don't think that's going to last very long. Like, I love Fletch. Don't get me wrong. I love Fletch. But his time is kind of coming to an end here in Philly.
Well, it's not his time has come to an end. He just can't play like the way he used to. Like Brandon Grimm, right? Brandon Grimm had a career year last year. Being a rotational player. Why? Because he's getting older. And now, guess what? He got more energy because he's not playing 60, 70 snaps. He's playing 30, 25 snaps. And now when he comes in and make plays, those are impact plays. So now if you bring in Fletcher Cox, right? Hey, guess what? Look, but this is the team second series. You go in there for a couple, rotate him out, keep the guy fresh, man. It's 17-game season. We got a lot of young dogs on this team, literally some bulldogs on this team. So we don't need, to play, the BG, the Fletcher Cox as much, especially on the defensive front when you have some hungry dogs like Milton Williams, Davis, Barnett, even Hassan Reddick. We are so loaded. We have so much depth that everybody we let go, we're like, oh my God, why did we let it go? But we understand the cut, right? You're like, oh man, why did we let that person go? But we understand because we have so many, so much depth in that position.
And look at this. Look at it. What other football team got that many names? You know what I'm saying? Star players, freaking good young players, just beasts from Reddick, Graham, Carter, Cox, Sweat, Davis, Smith, Williams, Ojomo, Street, Barnett, Tulopu, and Johnson, man. I promise you ain't gonna find another team with a defensive line rotation like that. That's crazy.
No, absolutely not. And if you do, there are a whole bunch of no names. Like, and they wouldn't start. Look, all those guys could probably start on every other team. Like, literally, like you could say, hey, you're a starter right there. Yo, we got starters playing backup positions, right? Yeah. We have starters playing backups. So, I mean, look, I'm blessed to be a Philadelphia Eagle fan. So if you're listening out there, man, the defense will be fine if our defensive coordinator, you know, he talks some good game though. Like he said something today or yesterday saying every yard is going to have to be earned by the offense. If not, then we're not doing our job. Something like that. You know what I mean? Yo, okay. Hey, look, I'm from Missouri. Show me. You know what I mean? Show me state. Right? State. You know, I'm from Jersey, but you know what I mean? Show me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like to talk. Like, I don't like the talking. Show me. Go out there week one. Show me what you're about. This week one is going to tell me a lot. Last week one, remember what happened last week one? Well, last year, week one, the Detroit Lions, yo, we was up. We was up, man. We was killing them boys. And then all of a sudden, they put up 30-something points on our heads. Like, you know what I mean? Because the defensive coordinator decided to take his foot off the damn pedal. And that was a trend from week one throughout the season, right? We up on the team. Oh, well, let's relax a little bit. Hell no. You got the depth. You put the second string in, and you go after them mugs. You beat them until they say no mas. Wait the white flag. I'm done. That's it. I don't want nobody to even think, oh, my God, look at that. Look how close this game was when we actually had a 30-point lead, and also you let your foot off the gas. Okay. Injury, okay, got it. Well, you take the starters out, you put the backups in because our backups can be starters on a lot of teams.
Facts. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't want to see happen this year. You know, that was cute last year, but it almost cost us a lot. You know, and it cost us a Super Bowl. We were up double digits at halftime.
Twice, 10 points twice.
You know, and we didn't get the job done. So I want to put our foots on their damn necks from first quarter to fourth quarter. Don't give up. Keep the starter. I don't want to see Jalen on the bench no more. I don't care about the fourth quarter. We're up by 3 touchdowns. Keep them out there. Keep putting them points on the board. You know, let's improve our will against everybody.
We are not in the business of getting a free yards. Yeah. So, yo, I'm telling you, every yard is going to have to be earned. Every yard is going to be earned. If that player missed a tackle, guess what? We got another practice squad guy waiting to come on and make the tackle. So this is what this is about, man. Is iron sharpened iron, man. And throughout this whole training camp and preseason, you could see this team. Yo, these guys, they knew how close they were. This might be BG last ride. Fletcher Cox last ride. Lane Johnson, who knows? He might be on the trading block next season. Who knows? Like Kelsey, and that might be the last ride. Why not send these guys out right? And we have the team and the talent to do exactly that, to send out to send these guys out right.
Oh, I know it's way too early, but if the Eagles were to make the Super Bowl, who do you think it would be? You think it's a rematch against the Chiefs?
I don't care. Hey, put the Joe Burrow thing up, man. I know
Joe Burrow. That's what I mean.
Go ahead. Hey, we're playing 3 Super Bowls this season? The Chiefs in December, the Chiefs in January, and the Eagles in February. If that come true, I love it. You know what I mean? That's who I wanted last year, by the way. Remember? I want the Bengals because I'm scared of Andy Reid. He's an offensive genius, and the Bengals offensive line was like Swiss cheese. You know what I mean? Everybody could go through that. You know what I mean? So I don't care, man. I really don't care because I feel like whoever, after this performance that Jalen Hurts put up against a great team like Kansas City, which is the best team in the AFC, we could carve up anybody. So I really don't care who it is.
I want to beat Reed in the regular season. I don't really want them to make the playoffs, to be honest. You know, like it's not even that I'm scared of him. I just want to beat him. We have not beat Reed since he left.
That's all
Now,
right.
one game.
We got a chance.
One game.
Well, week 8. Week 7, week 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to go in there and destroy them week 7 or 8, whatever that is, and then them not make the Super Bowl while we beat somebody else. That's what I want. I don't want them to have a chance to tie it up and split the series of the year or anything like that. I just want to destroy them and be done with them for this year. We talk about it again next year because I'm so sick of getting beat by Big Red. It makes me sick to my stomach. He makes me want to throw up because I cheer for him. I like Reed. That's our old school coach and my dog if it's not vote for Eagles. You know, I like freaking Patty Mahomes. He's just not better than Jalen. I like Travis Kelce. He's just not better than Jason Kelce, man. It's just like, come on. I don't want to mess with these boys no more. I want to go destroy them one time and be done with them for the year.
Yeah, man. Look. Whoever it is, man, look, I really don't care who it is. I gotta see how the season is going, but right now, man, I don't care who it is, man. Just like Jason Kelce said, man, nobody is ready. No team is ready for the Super Bowl right now, regardless how your talent look on paper. You know, it doesn't matter, man. No team is ready for the Super Bowl. Week by week, inch by inch, yard by yard, you work your way to be that team in the Super Bowl. So are the Philadelphia Eagles into a Super Bowl? Look, that's my dream, man, for them to go to a Super Bowl. But it's going to take work. It's going to take work. It's not going to be easy because history is not on the Philadelphia Eagles side one bit. Because team that loses in Super Bowl, we know that they don't even make it back to the
Why people always
playoffs.
talk about that, right? Why do people talk about that, but they don't say that, when the Patriots were doing it. They don't say that when KC was doing it. You know what I'm saying? They were going back-to-back Super Bowls, and it's like no one wants to bring those stats up then. But now it's the Eagles. I feel like a lot of people trying to talk about it like history this, history that. If you are a dominating football team, you are a dominating football team.
Well, they said don't make it back to the Super Bowl. Like the Bengals lost in the Super Bowl, and they haven't been back, right? The Chiefs, that year they lost. Super Bowl that following year, they didn't go back. So that's why they was like, okay, boom, it's down on the side because that Super Bowl hangover, this and that, because your team get destroyed, players leaving free agency, your coaches leave. So it's kind of hard to have that continuity back, to make it back to Super Bowl. But the thing is, our whole offense is here. We didn't lose. Miles Sanders was the only guy we lost on the offensive side. And if you call Samalu a big loss, but we had a replacement for it. But it is what it is. But for the most part, we kept our whole offense is intact. The offensive coordinator, BJ, he's been around the organization. He knows Jalen Hurts, so that's not a big thing at all. And then everybody wants to complain about, the Philadelphia Eagles lost 7 stars on defense. 7 stars on defense. Half those guys that we lost, they didn't even make the Pro Bowl. Half of them that we lost, people didn't even know who they were before the season even started. So now all of a sudden there's this big huge loss when the year before we was looking for replacement. Like we went out and got a Chauncey Gardner. Like, you know what I mean? So
when
we almost
went out
and got him. He's back. Huh?
I said when he went out, Blankenship stepped in and did perfectly fine.
Yeah. So what we lost who? TJ Edwards and I don't even know the other guy name we lost. See, that's how it wasn't a big name. There were solid role players. You know what I mean? Me personally, I like TJ because he was our best run stopping linebacker. But guess what? We have some guys. Cunningham coming in was a big pickup for Howie Roseman. I feel like that he's going to be that bulldog. That run stopping linebacker. And freaking Nakobe Dean, a sideline to sideline linebacker. He good blitzing, good technique of tackling. So I think that we will be fine. And then Reed, white chocolate, vanilla man back there. He's a ball hog right now. Even last year he showed you. He was coming up like big dog, up in secondary tackling.
Deebo Samuels.
So I'm telling you, so we are good on the defensive side. We just got to put it all together, man. Look, the first couple of games, It might be. I don't know if it's going to be a struggle or not, but if it is, I'm not going to be panicking because that's a preseason. But week 4, after the first quarter of the season, I better be seeing, oh, this team is for real. This defense is legit.
Let's go there right now. Do you think we have a better linebacking core with Cunningham and Dean as opposed to White and TJ last year?
I do. I really do. Because I think Dean is faster, is one of the fastest linebacker in the league, literally sideline to sideline. And his angles are great. The way he runs at the ball carrier, at the ball, I'm telling you, he's not missing no tackles, right? You know, and you saw in the preseason how he extended his arm, which kind of like, was kind of hold my breath a little bit because sometimes when you extend your arm like that, especially if you're hitting the guy low, you know what I mean? Yeah, he did cause a fumble though. You know what I mean? He got a neck for the ball. So I feel like with Dean back there, he would definitely he could cover. I believe that he could cover a tight end. A lot of times they try to put a tight end on a linebacker, trying to get that mismatch, but Dean is fast enough to cover a tight end. And Cunningham, he's that dude. I would say that he's our trotter, man, trying to meet boys, trying to meet the ball carrier at the hole. But he remind me of a guy, he's fighting for, he's on a 1-year deal, man.
Yeah.
So these guys, a lot of these guys are on a 1-year deal and they are coming out to prove something. And I feel like he won that job for a reason because he wasn't even on the team until late after after the draft, after the freaking a free agency, all that stuff happened, and he won the job. But Ellis is there too, so he's another linebacker. So I think that we have a good linebacker core. We just gotta see it on the field all together, all 11 starters together for the first time.
And I like that how he does it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. You always get these hungry cats on 1-year deals. That is so smart. You have your core players, right?
Yeah.
Locked and loaded. And now you're getting these hungry cats. Like, you're a good football player. Cunningham's been good on other teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been good. He's been a starting linebacker in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, you find these guys on 1-year prove-it deals. Boom, boom, boom. Some of them pan out. Some of them don't. You look at Robert Quinn last year. He didn't do nothing for us last year. He was trash, But we had a couple of other guys, like Sue, Joseph, all these cats that came in and earned their damn money. You're gonna hit on some, you're gonna miss on some, but most of these, veteran players, you don't miss on, man. So I really love seeing that he's out there. He had a hell of a preseason too. Cunningham had a hell of a preseason. He's out there making plays, flying over the ball. I think that Kobe Dean's about to be a Pro Bowl linebacker. That's what kind of impact I feel like. When you got a guy with 34 snaps played, but, he's in games where he's already having double-digit tackles and he's only playing 4 quarters of the games and shit like that. Like, how do you get past that? Like, not knowing he's like one of the smartest guys. And even last year, here again, and talking about how he knew every play inside the classroom. He was able to dissect the defense in the classroom. He wasn't even starting, but he was able to dissect plays and understand what was going on then. This guy's a smart football player, and he's a dog at the end of the day. He's a big old school type linebacker. You see his build, that's a big, healthy boy, and he's going to be making plays. Like you said, he tackles legs all day, every day. No one's getting by him. He's swiping your legs down. You're going to the ground, period. You're not going to see too many missed tackles from Kobe Dean. Everybody wanted him. I remember that year in the draft, everybody's like, he could be possibly, if Howie were to go linebacker, remember, it was Dean, Lloyd, and Harris. If the first round, when we had 2 picks, they were like, hey,
first round.
We get one of these 3. Dean was in that list of 3 in the first round, and now he's in the 3rd, and everybody's like, I'm not sure about him. Nah, man, you were sure about him. You know what time it is with Dean. He's going to be out there. I think just having all them Bulldogs together, like all them boys together are going to feed off each other, and they're going to be hungry to show the world that, they're the best. They came from the best college defense ever, and they're about to make this the Eagles the best defense ever. Nolan Smith, Carter, Jordan Davis, Dean, Ringles hopefully pick up this year with a point. Hopefully we don't have to see him because I want to see Slay and Bradbury played great this year. I don't want to see any of them get hurt, but Ringo's still in the background looking good too. So,
yeah, but it depends what kind of defense we run, also, man. Because like it depends if we running, if we playing a team with 4 wide receivers all the damn time. Of course, you're gonna see, a different look from the Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, look, you might see a Ricks out there, a Ringo out there, a Job out there. So I mean, look, the Philadelphia Eagles, man. As far as the linebackers, man, they are very. I like this linebacker core better than I did last year, and also the secondary. Man, I feel like with Slay, look, Slay, he gotta watch out. Look, I'm telling you right now, Big Play Slay. As much as I love Big Play Slay, man, the reviews on these young DBs that is ready to take over any given Sunday. So I feel like that he's going to play very well. I feel like that Bradbury, he got paid. He's going to play very well. So, look, but still, I feel like overall, our secondary, even our safety position, man, my guy, Sidney Brown, man, I've been saying, I want Sidney Brown out of my Big Ten, Illinois, and damn well, Howie Roseman drafted my safety, and he's been balling all training camp, preseason. So I'm very.
Think about week 3 going to be in the starting lineup. That he can beat out. Think he can beat out like a Evans or even a what's the other one name?
Absolutely.
Edmonds been a starter in the league for a while. And he's
I actually want Edmonds to play though. You know what I mean? Because he played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. He was a first round pick. He was a very high draft pick. He's very good, man. He's solid. All right. Yeah. So, but with him, you don't want to have two young guys, as your safeties right away. You know what I mean? But you at least want to say, hey, you got this, you see this, because experience matters, right? Yeah. So even though I want Brown and Blankenship, but we don't have no Malcolm Jenkins in that center saying and looking back and say, hey, you out of position, move up. But with Edmonds, he's been there, done that before, right? Yeah. I mean, he only missed like 2-3 games like throughout his career. So he's durable, very, very good. So I think that we are set, man. I'm excited, man, for this secondary right here. I think could be the best secondary in the NFC East. Right now, I had to give it to the Dallas Cowboys, but we could be because they have been together. There
you go.
I know.
You okay, the damn Cowgirls got a better.
This is the truth, man. I keep it real.
Who's better?
I said as a whole.
Who's better on the Cowboys secondary? Name one player better than our player. Slay and Bradbury is better than freaking what the dope boy name is. What's the boy?
So, look, they cancel each other out. They cancel each other out. Slay, Bradbury, Diggs, and Gilmore. They cancel each other out, right?
Gilmore, that dude's an old man.
I hear you.
He's coming out on the walking plane to the field. Gilmore was good like 10 years ago. This boy is not good. That's why he keeps floating around. He's done.
I'm not saying the team will be better.
Bradbury smoked Gilmore.
Secondary right now because the unknown factor for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's what I'm saying. The unknown factor for the Eagles. What we know with the Dallas Cowboys, all the secondary been together for 2-3 years, and they're bringing everybody back. All right. So the longer you in the system, the more comfortable you get, and they're bringing everybody back. I get it. And they got a lot of vets in the secondary, young vets too, but they got some vets in there. So as a whole, as a secondary, I would give Dallas the edge, but we right there and nobody else.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna say that. Dallas could be number 2 if you want them to be, but I ain't giving them better than our secondary, man. And I want to see Brown by the 3rd, 4th game. Like you said, Edmonds is a veteran. But the stuff that Brown is showing, the instinctiveness, he's laying hits on everybody. You know what I'm saying?
But don't continuity matter though?
Now we got a team that's good. Now we got a team that's good, man. That's a
Yeah,
difference
but
from
3,
last
4
year.
games though. But 3, 4 games. If Edmund is balling, you know what I mean. He's on a 1-year deal. He got like 3 picks, just like freaking Chauncey Gardner did. You can't take him out. You know what I mean. You have
though, like, listen, we seen the effect of Chauncey Gardner when he went out. Blankenship stepped into the role. When you got a front 7 like that,
yeah, but
everybody in the secondary looks good.
Reed,
My
I
God.
didn't say about nothing about Reed. I said Edmund.
But I'm saying though, it won't matter who's back there at safety. Because guess what? The quarterback ain't got time to worry about throwing the ball that damn far. If you ain't throwing screens, dump offs, or freaking Texas routes, you're not gonna have no time, man. Carter's gonna be in your face. Jordan Davis gonna be in your face. I think Sweat is about to blow up. He's just got better every single year. I think Sweat has like 15 sacks this year.
I mean, look, hey, look, Sweat is going to have double-digit sacks again. Hassan Reddick is going to be with double-digit sacks again. And I think that Jalen Carter will have double-digit sacks.
I like that.
And Brandon Graham, I feel like can have another double-digit sack because a lot of time last year we were blowing teams out. We did fall back a little bit. We did take our starters out, offense and defense. So now a lot of teams was like, well, Jalen Hurts didn't throw for this much. Well, because he was resting on the bench in the whole fourth quarter, like 3-4 games, while y'all were over here struggling, against every other team. So I understand, but this schedule is a little bit tougher. So they're going to have more opportunities to stay on the field and make more plays and throw for more yards and run for more touchdowns. So overall, I like this defense. I feel like that we could break the sack record from the Bears
by week 15.
Last year, we was 3 shy of tying the NFL sack record. So I think that we could get there, especially if we have an aggressive defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I see it, man. I think by week 15, it's going to be broken. It's going to be broken. If he's more aggressive than Gannon, period, it's going to be broken. It's going to be destroyed by week 15. By the time the playoffs come, we're going to be like, oh, the Eagles got 100 sacks. 100 sacks.
Oh, come on, stop it.
100 sacks.
Stop it, BIRDGANG. Stop.
I just tell the truth. That's what I'm here for, right? That's what I'm here for. Tell the truth.
100 sacks, BIRDGANG.
What's the record you said? 79 or 81? 73. Yeah, 100 sacks.
We had 70 last year. 70. So we're going to get 30 more sacks in 2 weeks less. In matter of fact, 3-4 weeks less because the Super Bowl, all of them count too. The playoffs, everything count.
I love Jinx. Nephew! Always coming back. Always. 100 sacks this year. Mark it. Historical.
All right.
Every game, we Eagles getting 10 sacks. I don't know who's going to get them, but we're going to get them.
Well, that's 170 sacks.
Okay, maybe not 10. 5 sacks. My bad. I was getting the loose side.
100.
Okay, maybe not 100, but I do think, for real, we do break the record by week 15. I'm not going to say 100 for real. But we're going to be up there. We're going to be up there to a point where it's going to be very hard for another team to break the record. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't see how you can block these guys. Like, if you started Jordan Davis and Fletcher, say Fletcher Cox is playing at a high level, right? If he is playing at a high level, if you start both of those two in the middle, they both need to be double teamed.
Who?
You can't double team both of them. Jordan Davis last year before he got hurt got double. He was getting triple teamed. I'm saying Jordan Davis and Fletch.
Fletch he can't even beat single coverage nowadays.
So you think?
And we saw that last year when Hargrave was getting double covered. Like he was getting double teamed, and still Fletch had 7.5 sacks last year. The second most he had in a long time. So I feel like now if you put Davis and Carter, now that's a problem. Now those two guys would demand double, team, and now you could get about 10 sacks a game. But is the side is going to be that bold and say, "Hey, Fletch, you know what I mean? Come off the bench a little bit. Let the young Bulldogs eat."
You better go hang out with BG on the bench.
Huh?
You better go hang out with BG on the bench. What you talking about? They got
but Carter though, man, yo, and but look, Carter could play in, but if we put him in the middle with Davis and leave Reddick and Sweat out there, yo, like I don't know how every boom on your back. Boom on your back, because you definitely gonna have less than 3 seconds to get rid of the ball, and that's when good things happen. Tip balls happen. The first read pick 6 happened because the quarterback's so locked in. So yes, but it's going to depend what scheme we put these guys in.
It don't even matter. Just put them on the football and say, get the quarterback. You get the quarterback. That's all I want you to do. Get the quarterback. Just go after him and go get him. You know what I'm saying? Who else gonna talk about? How about this, man? Jalen Hurts is 3 rushing touchdowns for breaking Cam Newton's record. What does it say he has to get it in? He has to get it within the first 5 games of the season.
Yeah, his first 5 games to pass Cam Newton through. I mean, yeah, he's gonna break the record, man. I mean, do I want to see my quarterback run all the time? Absolutely not. But
hell yeah,
do I want to take his legs away from him being that dual threat quarterback,
triple threat,
unstoppable, that utility tool, you know what I mean, where you could use it to open a beer can, to stab somebody to death, you know what I mean? No, I don't want that. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to stop him, but we do have Gainwell, we do have Penny, and we do have Swift. He's going to break the record within the first 5 games. But from then on, I'm like, hey, if it's there, protect yourself. But you know what I mean? But absolutely, he's going to break the record. And now look at Cam Newton, man. Remember Cam Newton was doing the Superman all the time, man? It seemed like yesterday. And now, shoot, a couple years ago, I'm back. He's right back at the league. You know what I mean? So I don't want that. You know what I mean? So I want Hurts to protect himself, be smart, break the record of good. But,
Hurts is a rare breed, 1 of 1. Okay, no quarterback squatting 600 pounds. No quarterback's as healthy and as strong as Jalen Hurts. So yeah, Cam Newton was bigger, but he wasn't stronger. That's the difference between Hurts and the rest of these cats.
Wait, did Jalen Hurts get hurt on his legs last year? Did he hurt his legs last year?
No.
He hurt his damn goddamn shoulders, man. So what the hell squatting 600 pounds got to do with his damn shoulders, upper body?
Because he's been working that out too. What are you talking about?
Stop it.
What are you talking about? You don't think he know about it? You don't think he know about it?
After that, be careful. I'm not going to stop him from running. But, so how many rushing yards do you think that Jalen Hurts might get this season?
Okay, what did he have the first year?
The first year was almost I think 800.
And then the second year was 7 something?
Like 7 something, high 6, 7 something.
800 again. I want him to go 1,000, to be honest.
But his first season with no AJ Brown. Last season with weapons, right? You know what I mean? And he missed 2 games.
That's why. So,
but this season, every season you see him getting better at being a better passer. We stop him from running. He's reading the field. He's reading the field more every year. That's why his passing percentage went up.
But that also opens up the lanes for him to have free runs.
I hear you. Yes. I'm not going to stop him from running. I'm telling you, but I want him to be smart, right? The teams are going to play dirty this season. All right, because they tried to get rid of, the quarterback sneak this past off season, and they failed, right? So now, don't you think that defensive coordinators get paid to stop offenses? So now, how do we stop this, this bull rush up the middle? And they're going to try to probably send somebody on top, put all 11 person on line in front line. They're going to try to play dirty. I don't want my quarterback to get hurt because other teams are playing are playing like crap or are out to hurt him. That's what I don't want. Like, I don't want that. So every year he's getting better in passing. And I feel like that this year is even going to be better in throwing the ball. You know what I mean? He more confident, all right, and throwing the ball. And I don't think, because Penny, we went and got Penny for a reason. We went out and got Penny for a reason. And I think he's going to be that bulldog, that short line back that we need, and Swift and Gainwell is going to be the passing back, the 1 and 2 downs. But I don't want Jalen Hurts running, for 600, 700, 800 yards. I don't. But I'm not going to say, hey, don't run at all either.
It keeps us balanced. To be the first triple threat quarterback, no one's ever done it like this.
I don't care about what no one has done. I
do. That's what makes our offense so dynamic.
Long term.
That's what I ain't worried about long term, man. I want Super Bowl now.
Look, Jalen Hurts could break every single freaking quarterback rushing record there is in NFL history. No rings, and he's on the bench. What good is that?
Hold on. No rings.
What good is that?
You gonna say that out loud on camera?
But, bro,
really?
Look, this is why this is the truth, man.
Really?
I keep it real. You keep it.
Jalen's winning 2 rings before this 5-year contract's over. What are you talking about? Don't even put that in the air like that. The 2 sneeze. Come on, man.
Look, all right, look.
He's saying that live. Jalen's gonna win multiple rings.
I don't want him. Look, we're not chasing records. The only records we're chasing is to win our 2nd Super Bowl ring. And Jalen Hurts knows that. And that's why I'm confident that he's not going to put himself in harm's way. That's all serious. He's not going to put himself in harm's way.
You think about it, Joe JC. Even from last year, the year before last year, he took a lot less big hits.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, he's a smart runner. If his name's there, he can go to run and he runs out of bounds. Think how many times he ran out of bounds where he could have actually tried to fight and get a touchdown. But at the 5, he just, okay, I'm a mosey out of bounds. We're going to score a touchdown. I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a smart quarterback, man. Jalen ain't worried. I think he knows he don't want to get hurt, period. So I believe let the bull do what the bull do, and he's going to keep doing what he do. And once he keep doing what he do, we're going to keep getting those W's. Like you said, it's our job to hype him up, baby. He ain't worried about anything we saying. He ain't worried about, he keeping the main thing. And that's how he going to do it. But I'm going to tell you, Jalen Hurts going to rush for 1,000 yards this year.
Yeah. And then you know what? Clip that. You go like, Jalen Hurts. Look at the Eagle content creator saying Jalen Hurts going to run 1,000 yards and break the, Randall Cunningham. Nah, man. It's all good, though, man. It's all fun. Whatever we say, man. Look, ain't no player going to take offense to it. Shoot, it is what it is. But go ahead, man. And put that up, man, and then we could talk about the Patriots game, man, real quick.
Yeah. I just say they got everything you need to be consistent. Offense is a nightmare for defensive coordinators and defensive personnel. Yeah, these 2 guys right here, though, that's what I want to talk about. The 2 new captains on our football team, man. Like, have you ever seen 2 starting receivers both become captains? Like, captains, look at these guys. The other guys been there last year. They were already our captains last year. The Lane Johnsons, the Kelseys, the Fletcher Cox, the BGs, Elliott. He's always going to be, as long as there's a freaking captain that's a special team guy, it's going to be Elliott until he's not on our team no more. And then Jalen Hurts. And now we added 2 new ones, and A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, man.
And that is what is the highlight right there. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. The media is trying to split these guys up, right? Well, how do you think, do you think the fans are trying to take sides? Who's better? No fan, no Philadelphia Eagle fan is saying that AJ is better, Devonta is better. We want, this over that. No, we always been saying that we got 2 number 1 wide receiver. The media is the reason why. And I feel like this was a slap in the media's face. You know what? Y'all want to break these guys up. Y'all want to, break the team and put some BS drama out there. Guess what? Both of them is going to be captains. Now what? Go report that. We got 2 wide receivers. Not 1, but 2. Not a number one, a number two, but 2 number one wide receivers that is captain on this team. Now they both got equal say. You know what I mean? They both are respected, are respected equally. They both are loved in the city of brotherly love equally. Ain't no one without the other. They are 2 or none, period.
As they say, be happy we got both of them. Like, they
Absolutely.
both number ones. What's the number one, really? Like, last I checked, you starting receiver, you're not. And both of them start. They're 2 different receivers. Neither one of them are the same. They do 2 totally different things, but they're great at both. Like last year, when the last time you see one receiver, break the record for most receptions and the other receiver break the record for most yards?
Yeah, exactly.
The same season on the same team?
And the crazy thing is this: today, if y'all own the Philadelphia Eagles on Twitter, if y'all follow them, right? There was a clip out. AJ and Smitty, they both were mic'd up throughout the preseason, right? Throughout the training camp, against joint practices, against the Browns, against the Colts, and they asked AJ, what have you taken from Smitty? What are you looking at? He said he's route running. It's like so smooth. They asked Smitty, what have you taken from AJ? He said to use his hands, a little bit be more physical. They're looking at each other. They are feeding off each other. They're not in competition with each other. They want to take, what? Wow. I like that, and put it in his bag. Wow, I like that, and put it in his bag. That's how you become one and become a great wide receiver. You're not in competition. We have no number 2 between AJ and Smitty. We have 2 number ones. I don't care what Cowboy fans try to say. Smitty gonna be better than AJ. I don't care about that stuff. That's why y'all here to stir up the pot and full of doo-doo. It's okay. It's okay, but I'm here to keep it real with y'all. We have 2 number ones on here, and I'm telling you, this year, they're both going to be in the Pro Bowl, and they both might be the best duo in the NFL when all said and done.
Do you think they both do better than they did last year? Do you think Smitty can come back and have another year where he breaks the reception? This will be 3 years in a row. Remember Smitty, rookie reception record last year? Reception record, he can come back again with breaking the reception record. And AJ, best season ever.
I do think that they both will have a better year this year because the competition will keep them on the field, right? The longer you're on the field, the more you build up your stats, right? We are going to play some tougher competition. So guess what? These games might be a little bit closer. Who knows? But they're going to get more opportunity, more opportunity, Wait a second. So, and they're both going to get some more opportunity to stay on the field and to build their stats. Just like Jalen Hurts. Oh my God, he only threw for 28, 30 something yards, 100 yards. But this dude was hurt. If you put out the average at 300 yards a game, he probably will be at 4,000. But, stats these days are what people care about, not, team wins. So it is what it is.
Well, let's get to this Patriots game. This is where that pulled up today. It was like the Patriots quarterback obviously was better. They say they have better running backs. I don't know. I think Swift's going to be an all-pro this year. And getting a game where it's going to ball out. We got better tight ends, receivers, offense, defensive line. They have better linebackers. We have better secondary. And they said that they have better coaching. How do you feel about that?
I don't agree with the running back because I feel like that, Zeke is not who he is to be. And that's why Dallas Cowboys let him go. So how the hell you have a better running back when we have, Swift, and we have Penny, averaging a 5.7 yards per carry, the best in NFL. Every time he touches the ball is a first down, better than Miles Sanders was doing. Like when healthy, I guess the health is the biggest question with our running backs because Swift, a Swift is kind of injury, prone sometimes, and then Penny, right? But Gainwell, he is about to come. This is his coming out party this year. I feel like Gainwell and Swift will both rush for over 1,000 yards. Like I said, I know it sounds crazy.
Ooh.
I know it sounds crazy, but if you look at it, Miles Sanders was over 1,000, and Jalen Hurts was at 6 something, and he missed 2 games, right? And Jalen Hurts was our quarterback, right? But at the same time, fourth quarters, we was sitting guys down. So the stats don't tell you everything, right? The stats don't tell you everything. So I feel like that Swift and Gainwell will rush for over 1,000 yards. I feel like our whole team is better than the Patriots. Okay, linebacker, I guess we got the unknown, but running backs, coaching, okay, you can't argue with Bill Belichick.
No.
He got some rings. But besides that, the Philadelphia Eagles, to me, is a better team on paper, off paper, wherever you want to put it. It doesn't matter. I feel like that we got the better team.
Yeah, facts. I agree with you. Like I won't say I don't think they both get 1,000 yards rushing, but I would say they both get over 1,000 yards total because they're going to be catching a lot of football this year. You know what I'm saying? They added a whole new weaponry for Jalen Hurts. Not only do you have to worry about the 2 dynamic Batmans, and AJ and Smitty, and then a Pro Bowl guy like Goddard, being a tight end, but now you're going to have to worry about Swift and Gainwell out of the backfield. And they are 2 of the best, receiving backs there is in the NFL right now. Swift catches a lot of balls, and they're gonna really attack that. We didn't really see too many wheel routes, screens, Texas routes, from Jalen Hurts last year because we didn't really trust Booby like that. But I think this year, Johnson's gonna open it up and definitely get these guys the ball like a lot more. Because like I said, you can't double team nobody. You double team AJ, Smith can go up. You double team both. Try to double team both of them. Goddard's going to go up, but it's going to be those times where you are putting that blitz on Jalen Hurts because they're going to try to bring pressure on him, even though he's fine with pressure, and he's just going to dump it off the Swift and Gainwell over the middle somewhere.
Oh, yeah, and so look, I saw Boss comment up there, man, talking about Gilmore and Diggs is going to lock up AJ, but let's just say that's true, right? And look, ain't nobody going to stop Goddard, period. Ain't no one-on-one coverage is going to stop Goddard. And now you got 2 backs coming out the backfield. Who you going to stop them? So let's just say you do lock them up, which that had not happened. Even last year when
we got lit up.
Cowboys, Trayvon Diggs is too I'm not going to say too small because their height is about the same, but he's not meaty enough to go one-on-one with AJ Brown. AJ Brown will push him away like a little fly swat. Get off my face. And then Smitty will cut up Gilmore so bad with some good route running. It ain't going to even matter.
Gilmore too old to cover either one of them.
Goddard, the top 2 tight end in the NFL. You better hear that name, Dallas Goddard.
Yeah. Like you said, Smitty, either one of those guys on Smitty is not a good idea. Because I know they're going to put Diggs on AJ. They're going to try it out.
Yeah.
Gilmore's way too old to be thinking about stopping Smitty. Smitty is way too talented. He has way too good a route runner. He's going to be keeping Gilmore on skates all game long. There was not one game where both of them got stopped last year. Do you guys realize that? Not one freaking game. They both were stopped. There's been games where one was stopped, the other one went off, the other one stopped, the other one went off. There's not a game where you stop both of them. So that's not realistic. And shouldn't think it's going to be realistic this year because we play so-called better teams. That's great. The schedule happened because we got 3 NFC East teams in the playoffs last year. That's why we got such a hard. That's one of the reasons why we got such a hard strength to schedule. It's not going to be that hard, guys. I feel like these games are going to be just like last year's win. We're going to be done by halftime. But I want these guys to keep putting the foot on the gas. But in terms of the Patriots,
I don't know about halftime though. Look,
they might not even. Listen.
Look, I gotta see it to believe it. All right, so I gotta see it to believe it. I'm not gonna say we're gonna be done by halftime, but one thing that I could promise y'all, Eagle fans, that this defensive coordinator, the way he's talking, the way he's speaking, that he is coming. Like he is coming. Every yard is going to be earned. Nothing is going to be free. Unlike Gannon trying to lay back because he's out to prove something too. Right? He never actually been a defensive coordinator. So he been, around, but he's about to put his name on the map. And he got the dogs to put his name on the map. So I feel like that's one thing I could promise you. We may not blow out every team, But this team right here, they're going to come after the quarterback because they had the talent to lock any man up on the outside. We got the safeties, to play to help the slot wide receivers. We had the linebacker, a little faster linebacker this year with N'Kobe Dean, but that's all right. If you hear a stranger up in this live or a hater up in this live, y'all going to learn. Y'all going to learn the hard way what this team is about, especially on defense. You already know what the offense is about, but defense-wise, ain't no cap. Y'all going to learn what this defense is about this upcoming season.
Correct. You're Bradbury, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, Juju play on the Patriots, right?
We're playing New England Patriots. We're not playing Juju. They got a strong overall offensive scheme, and they got weapons out there, including Juju himself. They got Devonta Parker. They got Bourne. Kitchell Bourne, I played against him in the past. He's a really good route runner. So they got some pieces all together, and we're not playing one single person.
Nah, he waiting. Juju did not even play. Oh, Juju, I heard his knees are about to buckle.
They said.
Blow. So he may not even play. So we're not even. So look, overall, their wide receiver core should not go off on our secondary. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Their wide receiver core should not. Bradbury should not be getting beat by Myers or whoever their wide receivers are. I don't even know. I didn't even look, but I don't care. That's why I don't care. It doesn't matter. We had the talent defense to stop, especially the first game of the season, to stop the Patriots. Especially we get to Mac Jones. Jones, look, he gonna be like Daniel Jones. Like, hey, once you hit him a few times, he's just gonna be like throwing the ball without even looking. Pick sixes, here we come.
Yeah,
ain't nobody sleeping on New England. I'm sleeping on their wide receivers, not New England. Their wide receivers are.
I'm sleeping on them. If we lose this game in New England, we need to slap ourselves in the mirror.
If we can't stop their wide receivers, then we are in trouble, right?
Big trouble.
Because we are about to play some wide receivers this upcoming season. That we never even played before, that we never even, go head to head with before. Like the Diggs. He gonna dig a hole up in our ass if we can't stop them Patriots. You know what I mean? Even in our own, a division. You know what I mean? Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks. If you can't stop the Patriots, you're gonna have a hard time to stopping them. Jahan Dotson, Samuels, McLaurin. You're going to have a hard time. The Giants, Waller is added on there, and then Hyatt, you know what I mean? So you're going to have a hard time within your own division if you can't stop the Patriots. That's all I'm saying. I'm not sleeping on the Patriots team, especially not on the defense, but on the receiving core, we better be ready to stop them.
And I'm sleeping on them because we stopped the best receiver in the game, Justin Jefferson. How many yards Justin Jefferson had against it?
Yeah, we locked them up.
We locked them all up, man.
Hey, let's go
for it. I ain't worried about none of these guys. If we lose this game, I will go into a little bit. I'm not going to be panicking all the way because it's the beginning of the season, but I will panic a little bit because Mac Jones can't even run. He's not that fast. The guy wear 2 knee braces, okay? The line,
he ain't running. He ain't running nowhere.
Yeah. If we can't get the Mac Jones and put him on the back enough times to win this damn football game, then yes, we do have problems. There is we might have to start looking at our coordinator like, really? Because I feel like this is a gimme game. It's your first game of the season. It's against a team that's good, but not great.
But I want to say a gimme game because we don't know what they're going to come out with. Hey, just like the Lions, right? The Lions came out last year, we was beating them, and then all of a sudden it started. But they did blitz us early, though. Remember, Jalen Hurts. If we had any other quarterback last year for the opening game against the Lions, we would have lost because that defensive front, they came after Jalen Hurts, and we was not ready for it. Kelsey said it, Lane said it, they all said it. We wasn't ready for it, and then they kind of adjust. First game of the season is always tricky. I'm not sleeping on the Patriots once again. Is that receiving core that I don't give a rat's ass about because we have better wide receiver core to worry about, and we are in trouble if we can't stop that wide receiver core.
All right, then give me 3 hot takes for the game.
Look, 3 hot takes for the game, man. Jalen Hurts had 5 throwing touchdowns.
Woo!
Because Bill Belichick said that he's going to try to stop, the RPO. Okay, cool. We're going to throw bombs over Baghdad, you know what I mean? And Jalen Hurts is going to throw some touchdowns, all right? Another hot take that Matt Jones throw 2 pick sixes for the upcoming game, you know what I mean? And then my last I'll take that special teams run one back to the house.
Ooh, I like those, especially if Devin Allen's back there because he looked good in that preseason game. But I also heard yesterday that rumors have it the Eagles, from an inside source, are looking to trade for Cordell Patterson.
Cordell Patterson? What, to return?
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why.
And he can help out offensively too. He's good on everything. What can he do?
Yeah,
he's a pro bowler.
But
he
have
can
you heard?
throw the ball. He can run the ball. And he's a great returner.
Yeah, but the only one ball to go around.
We only have 4 receivers. 4 on the roster right now. Practice squad guys.
But we got 2 on the practice squad.
But you add Cordell Patterson to be your 5th receiver? Come on, my guy. And he probably gets some playing time over Ojulari. There's going to be sets where he gets to go in there.
I don't know.
He's a weapon at the end of the day. And he's a great return guy.
Is he signed to a team?
Yeah, Falcons.
Is he with the Falcons?
Yeah. I wanted him last year, and the Falcons re-upped him again last year. But they said, this is just what I heard from a nice source that definitely talks to him. The NFL players, Eagles not players, but staff there. And saying they're looking for to make a deal for Cordell Patterson. That would legitimately lock up our team completely. Now we have a dominant offense, dominant defense, and a return guy you got to fear.
Well, that's the thing. The return, I feel like right now, the return game was our weakness last year. Our special teams overall was the weakness for the team last year. And I feel like if they could get a Cordell Patterson, or if they put Devin Allen back there, man, give him a chance, man. I'm tired of watching Covey, man. I was at the game and watching Covey get murdered against the Washington Commanders, man. Like week 3, I think it was last year. He was getting slaughtered. He wasn't doing nothing. And that was a trend throughout the whole season. Right. So, hey, Devin Allen, man, you got the, Olympic winner back there. Put him back there, man. Let him return some kicks, man. Let him return some kicks.
My 3 hot takes going to be Swift will have over 100 rushing and receiving in his first game with 3 touchdowns. That's how he's going to his welcome home Swift. You guys forget.
Wait. Do you got him on your fantasy team?
No. He is. I do got him on FanDuel though, in the lineup. So, but he ain't my starter right back fantasy.
All right. Okay.
But I'm just saying though, that's what kind of guy he is. He's a receiver and a rusher, and I think with this offensive line, he never played with an offensive line like this.
He killed us last year, though.
He killed us last year. He had over 200 yards last year against us.
Yeah, the first game he killed us last year.
I'm saying 180 with 3 touchdowns, and it's welcome home to Philly. He's from Philadelphia. He coming back home. That's going to give him more motivation. We see what happened when Reddick came back home, 16 sacks. Swift coming back home with that. My next hot take, Jordan Davis will have 2 sacks. 2 sacks.
What's that real hot take?
I don't want to expect Jordan Davis to have any sacks. They're looking for Reddick, Sweat, all these other guys. They're not. No, I was the only guy that said I think Jordan Davis can get double-digit sacks this year. Everybody else, he's a run stopper. He's just there to plug the hole. Jalen's going to get the sacks. Carter's going to get all the sacks. He's just to plug the hole. And I'm telling you, I think he's about to change the game of DT. You know what I'm saying? I think he's about to really show you what a real monstrous DT is. 2 sacks. Okay, I'm going to even make it more hotter. 3 sacks. How about that? Everybody thought he wasn't going to get no sacks. He's going to come in the first game and get Matt Jones 3 times.
I don't know who said no sacks, though, man. Like, what they're smoking, man. There must be smoking the same thing that Boss Cowboy over there is smoking, man. Like, right. You know what I mean? All he keeps saying is cat, overwhelming. Open your eyes. Open your ears. Listen to us. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
We're telling you the truth. God damn it. Okay, another one.
Right there, I believe Carter could get 3 sacks in one game because you can't double team Davis, Carter, or Davis, or Professor Cox, kind of, you know what I mean? So I think that Carter could get 3 sacks, especially what he's showing throughout the preseason, getting to the quarterback.
And then my third hot take is the Eagles will win by more than 4 touchdowns.
No, I don't think so.
No. It's about to be a blowout. It's about to be a massacre. We're about to put the whole league on notice of what's about to come this year.
It's only look. I'm not gonna say more than 4 touchdowns, man. I picked the score. The Eagles
31-7.
Huh? Well, I said 32. Let me see, 32-16 was the score. So we'll see, man. The 5 touchdowns, a 2-point conversion. Hey, you get your 6 on 5. You got your 32, your 5 touchdowns through the air, man. So hey, look, it might be 1-2 Swift, Goddard, AJ, Smitty, and hey, who knows? Hurst might throw one to himself. You know what I mean? So who knows?
You gotta see the gritty. He gonna come in there and do it. He gonna come do his gritty. He gonna score. He gonna get in that end zone. Hurst gonna get in that end zone. But hey, like I said, guys, hey, welcome back, JC. It was been fun, my guy. It's been a minute, and we have fun like we always do, and I can't wait to keep this thing rolling this year, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Look, hey, if y'all missed it, man, earlier, man, I was going through some things, man, personally, and sometimes life, YouTube has to take a back seat to what you're going through in life to take care of yourself. So that's the reason why I was gone for so long. But look, football is back. I'm back. I'm doing much better. Hey, let's go, man.
And the truth is back. So here's another episode of
The truth is back. You are right about that. The truth is back.
I've been here the whole time. So
the truth
you've been
is
hearing
back.
the truth. The truth.
The dreamer is still here, but the truth is back. You got that right.
The truth is back, and we're gonna be rocking for you all year, season long, as these Eagles on the road, redemption road. What you say?
Nah, I appreciate Boss Cowboys, man. Yo, at the end of the day, man, look, regardless of how much we troll each other, man, we all know, besides the cameras, man, when the camera's not rolling, man, content creators, man, this is not easy. We have loved ones out there. It's not easy, but at the end of the day, regardless of how much we troll each other on the cameras, but we are real friends outside of cameras, man. So yeah, real talk, man.
Like, JC, you coming back here, my guy? Like, we coming back, brother. We coming back. We need to get you back on here. We need that fire. We need that fire, man. So to all you guys, like I always say, fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.
We out. Peace.
Yo, what is going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very, very, very